Indeed. Aloha meatheads, it's time for a quickie guide and review to the super duper pooper Pershing. It's 11-ish euros in gold up on the market today, so something comparable. Is it worth 11? Not really, because you're probably going to get bored of it fairly quickly, I'm going to imagine. It's nice that we do have a real tank instead of a fake tank, so actually something that did exist and was a cool tank. It has crazy frontal armor, but the sides can just get blasted by damn near anything. The other downsides with it are that it is very slow for a medium. It's kind of like a tiny bit fast-ish heavy, really, and should be played mostly like a heavy. It has good gun depression, but it doesn't do a whole ton of damage. It's kind of a mediocre tank, which we expect from American tanks. Great frontal armor, but that's really about it. And you can pull off great games in it, especially when facing knuckleheads, but you could say that about pretty much any tank out there. And, well, hey, let's head out onto Vineyards, and I'll show you how to make this thing workable. You can judge whether your 11-ish, 12-ish bucks, euros, whatever, in gold is worth it. It's a kind of a bland player, but here we go.
It's showtime.
So again, I literally saw this offer. I bought the tank a long time ago when it first came out and decided to just jump in it for 2 rounds, see what I could do. So we got a first and a second class to show you. Here, because the strength of this tank, you see, I even used the turbo speed to get here quickly, is hull down. Stay hull down, and you'll just see me working this. Smart players will know they can pen the top of the tank, shoot you in the roof. We don't find many of them here. So this will be bounce central. Ugh. Caught the top of the ridge, obviously. And I'm just going to work it down here, keep him from capping. Helsing, super dangerous tank. And now we're squaring off cartoon versus real tank, and I'm just gonna get him to bounce. And every shot, you know, those shots he's doing on me are not hitting the team, so great. And playing it like a heavy, you'll see it's just play it like a heavy, be patient. And I can see they're busting a move over to my right into town, which is gonna give me trouble because they will shoot the sides of me. And I'm saying, help me, please go right into town, kids. Somebody has to deal with this, so I'm facing up my armor that way while still paying attention to the Helsing. Lots of people can look at me now. I'm not going to poke for shots. Not worth it to me. A couple of team members are paying attention. He shoots my roof. I don't really want to trade with him, but if he wants to, fine.
Because I am ready.
Can't get that guy. Quickly don't want to face away from the enemies for too long.
And I'm living now, yeah. No problem.
APCR will rip into that KV-3 on his turret on the sides. Weak lower plate. I've already got 1,000 bounced block damage. Mouse chin's moving up, so I don't want to deal with that much armor with a gun that isn't that great. I do know where his weak points are. You'll see them later. And now I can see I can get shots on these guys. I do have to watch out for the roof of my tank, though. Nice Superman style-y there, buddy. Helsing is down. There's a weak spot you want to shoot for on these German super heavies. And this guy here in the M4 FL10 is a good player, but has just overextended and isolated himself. There's no armor on that tank. It's not a great tank. It's fun. First auto reloader, but it's alright. Wiggling my turret to get that bounce. Yeah, dude, I'll square off against you and ram you. See, I mean, even a medium ramming a heavy, this thing is just basically a heavy. And unfortunately, due to my crappy engine, I'm trying to get around this guy and make a push here, and I just can't move forward. So I'm just trying to use some downhill gravity to help kickstart me. Alright, now I can take this T43. He's got superior mobility. Nice high roll into him. Heal the gunner up. He should have just bailed out. And now I'm just going to keep my armor facing toward him as much as possible. This is not a dance he wants to have. Just bouncing. 2,400 damage bounced. Deflected. Boom. Don't think he was expecting that. So look at this. Almost equal damage given and blocked. Mouse chin, he's sticking up, or the VK. He's way up high, easy target. Defender's hull downing it. Still can't pen me. Hey buddy, what's up? Still can't pen me because I'm facing the turret toward him and hiding the hull. Bye-bye. This defender, he knows what to do. I think he's firing gold ammo at me. Want to get in close so he can't pen me. APCR loaded, trying to get into that spot right there. Do get it. IS puts him away. Nice Superman there, dude. In the Nomad. Alright. So that's our first class. 3,369 damage given. Got that legendary damage. Got the, also the legendary, the steel wall and the legendary damage blocked, which is your job in this machine. High caliber as well. Huzzah. Lucky me. Yeah, this guy, me. He's a good player. There he is. I've played with him and against him several times. So, let's move on to our second class game. Okay, so Black Goldville. Again, let's play this like a heavy with good gun depression. And I intend to stave off the enemy reds. I've implored the team to not go down. Head up to the caves. Look at that max speed, just pathetic. So heading up there, I want to use my armor to hold anyone who might be coming to the caves. Oh. Let's go. Like a hamster on a wheel here. Like a slug on a wheel. This T-49, man, he's just not good. He just exposes himself and gets wrecked. Gets a couple good shots in, but really doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, see this guy? Just tracked him. And I'm in my spot, angle my armor. Borsig, very deadly gun. I want to get him out of the game. Catch the side of the wall there. But now I'm just going to hold them here and make like Gandalf.
You shall not pass!
Take that Borsig down if possible. Keep the angle on. And just be pretty much an immovable object for these guys. They can't push this way. Now, unfortunately, for my team, we still got dudes in spawn or barely out. This is not a very competent team here, as you'll discover in short order. Sure, Borsig, blast me and get nothing. Track the Tiger, and look, no one's around to capitalize on this.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Give the LOL to the Borsig for blowing a shell for no damage on me. And just being patient, holding this area. This poor guy, Pantera, does not know how to angle his armor. I'm trying to get our heavies to press the attack. Everyone is hanging so far back. Track damage, engine damage. And if our team had pressed up, I mean, look, one guy's just getting swarmed over there. Crushed. See you later, Tiger 2. I mean, that's a hell of a tank with tons of armor to just overextend and not know how to use his armor. Get a good bounce again, wiggle around so that they have a hard time hitting me. Happy to trade a bounce for some damage. I gotta watch my left side here. decent reload on this machine. Thanks for ramming me, T49. You're an idiot. Ugh. So I gotta push forward and use this rock as some cover for my left and get down a little lower. Yay, T49 does his one good act here. Borsig, dangerous gun. I prefer to get him out of the game. Yeah, just sit there, dude. Just sit. Just sit and die, light tank. Don't use your speed or any of your natural abilities. Oink. Another bounce, AT-15. He eventually figures this out, that he's not going to penetrate me, and goes to shooting gold shells at me. Borsig. Almost put him away. Damn shame. Bounced his shell again. Haha. So he's shooting the gold, as you can see. I have to readjust my plan here. Again, damage done and damage bounce almost exactly the same. So just use this as a capable piece of armor. I'm going to change my tactic here. Got him on fire. I'm trying to take some of the pressure off the last remaining two guys here. But what's the point? I mean, sometimes you do your best and it's just Potatoville. Alright, maybe I can get this Borsig. I realize this game is probably done. Get this Borsig or the AMX. Dump HE into him and unfortunately get most of his armor. Didn't get through. It's only like 100 and something damage there. IS. Hitting him. Borsig finally gets one through me. So 3,400 damage so far, 2,500 blocked. Down goes our last tank. Besides me, I'm going to try to get this Borsig out of the game. Bust a move on him. Block. Ah, I got taken out from the rear. Would have had him. More on team, I say, because yes, indeed, they are and were and is. So, second class, high caliber, all kinds of good stuff, but a defeat. 0 kills from my part, but I sure pumped out the damage here. No one could capitalize. Weak sauce. Yeah. There we go. So that's basically the Super Pershing. I mean, it's good at bouncing, but honestly, be cautious with buying this tank. It's not super fun, and when you're up against tier 8s and 9s, people will punish you, and they know the weaknesses. So I think I got lucky with teams who are not used to seeing that tank out there. People who do know what to do will just crush you, and you often get stranded because you're so slow. So play it like a heavy. Send me your replays, and remember, as always, kids, keep it salty, pendejos.